Welcome to today's episode of Living with BUBE, and here in the studio we have a very special guest in our midst, Mrs. Esther. You're welcome to it. It's our pleasure to have you here today.
My pleasure too.
Okay, please now, can you kindly share your story with us?
My story started some years ago when I had a health challenge. During this period, I spent half of my life, half of the year in the hospital. I never knew I was going to survive it. People around me, my relations, family, friends, even my enemies never knew I was going to survive that period. But I thank God today I survived it. I thought during that period it was going to be my end, but I kept telling myself it will not be my end. I will see the end. Rather, I will see the end of the situation. And as God will have it, being kind to me, I overcome all the trials and temptation during that period.
So, Ma, during that period, were you at any point depressed?
Yeah, I would say yes, because at times you are in a situation, you begin to imagine what people are thinking about you, how people are feeling about you. I was really depressed because being a young girl who just graduated from the university and I have done my youth service and I am sick to the point that you are hospitalized, you don't do things for yourself, is enough to cause you depression because you are not thinking right again, because all your dreams are being shattered.
Share with us how you were able to manage depression at that point.
I was able to manage it first and foremost with faith, because anything one is doing without faith, I don't think such gonna work. I kept telling myself that this situation will not see my end, that I will be the one that will see the end of the situation. So having a strong faith in God is very paramount in any situation one finds him or herself. Secondly, my family were very supportive. My mother was there for me. My father was there for me. My siblings, of course, I'm the first child in my family of 6. The remaining 5 were all very supportive. Some friends too were supportive. Some relations were supportive. So I was able to manage it averagely. Again, I also try to look around to see people who have or who are passing through the same challenge I have, to be able to know what their own experience are, to be able to know what they have passed through, how they managed it. By sharing such experiences, one will be able to. I was able to overcome it, because I came to realize that actually I have a health challenge. I was not the only one passing through such situation. There are thousands of people in the street who you are even better in the situation where you find yourself. So having people, identifying myself with support groups, club, associations, or whatever, that are people of like minds that have the same situation, also helped me, because sometimes you may feel you are the only one, there is no hope, and another person comes during the experience sharing and storytelling to tell his or her own story. It gives you courage, because you now find out that you are not actually alone. You think you are alone, but by the time you see people who are also in the same shoe with you, you find out that you are not alone. And there are so many people in that same shoe you're wearing whom you are better off because of maybe the privilege you have, the people or the kind of people around you. So that gave me a lot of hope. And I told myself that as long as I have people who have shown me love, who have supported me in one way or the other, I was not going to disappoint them. I was going to live to testify the goodness of the Lord. I was going to live to put the enemy to shame. I was going to live so that I can also repay these people who has committed their time, their energy, and money to see me through this trying period.
Ma, I must commend you. You are such a strong woman. Please, viewers, if you're going through same phase currently, you can tap to mommy's story and try to build faith and hope from her story. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. So, Ma, during that period, did you at any point feel isolated by people around?
Yeah, when I look at myself on the mirror and the picture I'm seeing is not the picture of my real self, I feel depressed. I feel isolated. I feel as I don't want to mix up with these people again. In fact, I felt I had no cause to live again. But again, faith kept me going on. Then more especially, in the hospital, we have attitude of health workers. Sometimes you imagine yourself getting to hospital as early as 8 o'clock and you stay the whole day waiting for your turn, only for you to go as late as 6 o'clock. Somebody that left home early to make sure that you are going, you want to go on time, you end up going very late. It was not funny. It looks as if sometimes the way the health workers feel and treat their patient makes one feel isolated and depressed.
Ma, how did this situation at that point affect your relationship with your family?
Well, for my family, like I earlier said, they were there for me. Like I would say, I'm my father's favorite because I'm his mother. So my father can do anything to make sure that the first, according to him, he calls me my my surface daughter in the world. So he can do anything to ensure that his first surface daughter in the world survive. So the relationship was good. My father was there. My mother was there. Like I said before, my siblings was there. I think being educated is very important because my family were enlightened. My father is an enlightened man, my mother. So that made them not to, the relationship they built, they did not just abandon me. And my siblings look onto my parents. What they do is what every other person do. So because of the love, because of the family background, there was nothing like rejection. There was nothing like abandonment. We lived fine, but I kept feeling for them because I was always crying. My father cannot suffer like this, and my mother cannot suffer like this, only to lose the first graduate in the family. I told myself, no, I must live. I must be the second Lazarus Jesus Christ raised from death. And so with God on my side, I was able to pull through.
Thank you so much, Ma. Ma, we would love to know at what point did your recovery and healing?
It started at the time I started joining support group. I started joining clubs and associations of people that are passing through the same challenge. So when I started joining them, I was able to know that I am not the only one passing through the situation. So that gave me a lot of hope. it gave me a lot of courage when I see some people that actually am even better. I'm crying, I don't have shoe, but I have seen some people that I am better off. So it really gave me a lot of hope and encouragement. And it's at that point my healing started coming, because I now knew that whatever situation I am passing through, I'm not the only one going through it. There are so many other people in the streets, anywhere, that are also passing worst situation than you are passing through.
Thank you. So, viewers, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. You made mention of your family supporting you during that period. Aside from your family, do you have any other support system, maybe friends around you that also supported you during?
As a young girl who just graduated from school, so most of the friends I had to that time, we've not really found our feet on ground, as to say help will come from here or not. So I depended solely on my family.
Okay. Oh, you've also made mention of how you found hope during that period. Can you throw more light on that? Maybe someone out there might be listening to pick another point on how you found hope during.
Yeah, finding hope during the period was basically by the time I started coming out to join support groups. So, in support group, we have a kind of movement building in a support group, because people of like minds, people who are passing through the same challenge, comes together to begin to share their experience, their success stories, their challenges. So one is able to leverage from their success stories and their challenges to be able to move forward. So with that, we were able to, there was a kind of movement building, you tell me your story, I tell you my own story. Based on the stories we've shared, we are able to find solution. So with that, hope, you know, yeah.
That's very nice. Okay, Ma, please, what advice do you have for someone who is currently going through same phase of life?
My advice is, first and foremost, believe in God. Strong belief in God is very, very necessary. Never you give up, because there is no condition that is permanent. Nothing lasts forever. At times, we pass through the situation we are passing because maybe God wants to test our faith. So if you strongly believe in God and stand firmly, you will see yourself overcoming that situation. I also want to advise people, to speak out. You must not announce it to the public, you must not announce to the whole world, but you will have one intimate person, be your father, be your mother, your sibling, or a friend who you can say, this is the person I trust. If you speak out to that person, the person also will help towards finding a lasting solution to your problem. So you don't bottle all your problem to yourself, because if you do, there are some people who might have been in a position to help you or to refer you to where you can get the services that you need. If you bottle up and you don't speak out, then you will not get the services that will really help towards finding a solution to your issue.
That's very nice. Thank you so much, Ma.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode. Thank you.